2006 Volvo S40. Issue with this one is the customer complaint is it's leaking a good amount of oil underneath of it. Probably not going to see it right now because I just pulled it up onto the cement, but it probably leaves, I don't know, an area like this. I mean, I don't know, a foot diameter almost. And the engine light is on as well. So we're going to use Volvo software here with the Autel. We go to the engine control module. There's not going to be codes now because I cleared them, but the codes that were in there was a P0171. And a P0171 is bank 1 lean. Well, this has just one bank. It's a 5 inline cylinder. Non-turbo, it's just a 5-cylinder inline. So, again, there's not going to be any codes right now because I cleared them, but it was a P0171. What I want to show you next is field trims when it goes into closed loop. But for this, we're actually going to use generic data. So let me get that set up next. Alright, so we're going to go in here to live data. I got JJ over there getting me food. So let's go to live data. We're going to go to loop status, look at short and long-term field trims, which they're going to be extremely positive. Now I reset the adaptions earlier. To start it, basically all the field trim learning over. So let me let this catch up here. I'd ask him if he needs a hand, but I think he's good.
Thanks, dude.
So we're in closed loop. Short term, long term. So right now our long term's 15.6%, but it'll go up to 25-28% at idle. It goes way up. That's why the engine light was on this car. And then it'll start going into the short term will start going into the long term. But if you look over here now, listen to this when it runs. Hear all that air sucking in? Do it again. Hopefully you can hear that on video. Let me get closer. It's not supposed to make that noise. And what it is this PCV system down here, or crankcase ventilation system, that's the oil filter housing. But farther back in there, behind that, right back in there, is behind that black hose there to the right, there's a diaphragm in there. What happens is that diaphragm rips, and then it's sucking all the air in, which you heard right here. And when it's sucking all that in, it's going to run extremely lean. And what happens is if you keep running it like that, it'll start pushing oil past the seals. And that's exactly why we have a leak down here. It's not leaking right now. Eventually it'll start dripping. But it's that rear main dripping right there. You can see it on the bolts. There. It'll start leaking. Yeah, look, we're at 25% short term now, 28%. So what needs to be done is, we're going to get a kit, that whole assembly, replace that, fix that. That'll fix the lean condition. It'll fix the engine code, and hopefully slow with the oil leak. There won't be pressure on it, so that'll stop it. As long as it didn't ruin the seals. We're hoping it didn't. Just blow by, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, almost 30% there. That's crazy. So that is it for this video. Oh, and by the way, I want to give another huge shout out to Zach McLean. He's in Arkansas with Elite Automotive Solutions. I was talking to him about this Volvo. I guess he's a Volvo fanatic. So he's seen this issue before and kind of helped me, lead me in the right direction.